Hello and welcome to the news update. My name is Mimana Bagodu. Nigerian's Vice President Kashim Shettima departed Abuja on Monday to represent President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the 15th annual BRICS summit taking place in Johannesburg, South Africa. A full report. Santon, the wealthiest square mile in Africa, is hosting a big international summit this week with a mixture of pride, relief, and a hint of unease. A glinty banking district on the outskirts of South Africa's city of Johannesburg, Santon is the venue for the latest meeting of the BRICS group, an ambitious but amorphous bloc of countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. United by a desire to challenge perceived Western dominance in global affairs, dozens of other nations are queuing up to join. The current wave of relief felt there in South Africa in relation to BRICS can be explained by President Vladimir Putin's recent decision to stay away from the summit. Had he insisted on coming, South Africa would have finally had to clarify its position on whether it would carry out its international obligation to arrest Russia's leader for alleged war crisis in Ukraine. The chairman, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission in ICPC, Professor Bolaji Owosanoye, says illicit financial flows are draining the country's foreign reserves and revenue. Owosanoye said these at a one-day hybrid sensitization workshop on the published guidelines for private sector response to illicit financial flow vulnerabilities in Nigeria in Abuja. Hawa Aliyu Palasa completes the report.
According to him, the illicit financial flows have resulted in exchange rate depreciation, inflation, and increase in cost of servicing external debt. He said it is negatively impacting the cost of imported goods like petroleum, but its attendant radical consequences on the daily livelihood experience of ordinary citizens. Owosanoye therefore called for diverse measures to tackle the menace in all its forms to improve Nigerians' quest for domestic revenue increase relative to the size of its economy. He gave assurance that the Commission would continue to focus on practical measures to enhance Nigerians' ability to stem IFFs and reduce capital flights. According to him, it will also enhance the country's capacity for domestic resource mobilization by identifying vulnerabilities and other weaknesses in the systems and processes of agencies as well as institutions within the public and private sector. He said it will also help in advising reforms to mitigate losses. Hawali Balasa, Value Chain TV.
The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has expressed concern that Nigerians' estimated 77 trillion debt burden would likely truncate the economic plans of President Tinubu-led regime. A full report. The manufacturers also lamented that the sector has been at the receiving end of Nigeria's debt crisis, which has seen the nation's debt profile rise by 410% in the last 8 years. In a statement, the association stated that the domino effect of escalating public debt on the manufacturing sector are endless. MAN is worried that rising domestic debt is highly crowding out private investment in the manufacturing sector by reducing credit availability and focusing hike in lending rates on external debts, which are mostly serviced in foreign currencies. The association noted with concern that high demand for foreign currencies further depreciates the naira and makes importation of non-locally produced critical inputs highly expensive for manufacturers. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Betta Edu, says the federal government is committed to lifting 133 million Nigerians out of poverty. Hawa Aliyu Palasa reports.
Speaking at a meeting with heads of agencies under the ministry, Edu emphasized that this goal will be achieved through various interventions and initiatives aimed at reducing poverty. The minister assured Nigerians of her determination to ensure transparency and accountability during her tenure. The minister added that what is most important is that they will maintain its focus on lifting 133 million Nigerians out of poverty. She said this can be achieved in phases, pointing out that with determination and a strong will, nothing is impossible. Hawali Alisa, Value Chain TV.
The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, has reaffirmed his commitment to tackling hunger in Nigeria. Hawa Aliyu Palasa completes the report.
Speaking at the ministry's headquarters in Abuja, Kerry highlighted the pressing issue of hunger and outlined his dedication to eradicating it from the nation. In the presence of Senator Aliyu Abdullahi, the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Kerry emphasized the significance of the challenges facing the country, particularly in the realm of food security. He expressed his readiness to dedicate 100% of his effort to serving the nation. The minister stated that hunger is one of the big problems that this country is facing. He acknowledged the various challenges impacting food production, including insecurity and flooding, and emphasized that the political will, as demonstrated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, provides hope for the future. He maintained that the president's commitment to revitalizing agriculture and security, the nation's food supply, is driving the necessary effort to address this issue. Hawali Walisa, Value Chain TV.
In another development, the nomenclature change in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, where petrol and gas will each have a minister, will streamline operations and make them more efficient. Cross-section of people who spoke to Value Chain TV opined that creating separate ministries for oil and gas resources will make the sector more focused, thereby optimally utilizing their potentials for economic growth and prosperity of the nation. And lastly, on the news update is sports. Nigerian's Toby Amusan is set to begin her title defense at the World Athletic Championship at the National Athletic Center in Budapest, Hungary. Milat Francis reports.
The 100-meter hurdles champion and world record holder will be competing in Heat 5 alongside Ebony Morrison, Michelle Jeneke, among others. The 26-year-old started her campaign at the 2022 World Championship in Eugenia, USA, with a 12.40 African record before setting a new world record of 12.12 to smash the 12.20 world record set by Kendra Harrison in 2016. There were initial fears that Amuson B would not defend her title at the championship after she was provisionally suspended by the Athletics Integrity Unit (AIU) for missing 3 out of competition drug tests. The 100-meter hurdles champion and world record holder will be competing in Heat 5 alongside Ebony Morrison, Michelle Jeneke, among others. The 26-year-old started her campaign at the 2022 World Championship in Eugenia, USA, with a 12.40 African record before setting a new world record of 12.12 to smash the 12.20 world record set by Kendra Harrison in 2016. There were initial fears that Amuson B will not defend her title at the championship after she was provisionally suspended by the Athletics Integrity Unit (AIU) for missing 3 out of competition drug tests.
And that is all for the news update. Thanks for watching. My name is Memana Bagudu.